Hello, my loverlies. It is I again, back in my illustrious studio with Mother Nature doing the lighting today. Oh, yes, I am always this strange. To know me is to love me, or to want to take me out to the woods and tie me to a tree and leave me for the bears. But either way, I hope everybody is having a fantabulous day. I am less than 24 hours away from surgery. Tomorrow is the day, and I cannot wait. I want this done. I am ready for it. With that being said, never let anybody else make a decision for you. Never let anybody else feel that a decision you made for yourself was a wrong one. Nobody knows your life except you. Nobody knows the right time except for you. You need to make sure that you are making decisions based on your information, your research, and that you are completely comfortable with it. And that goes for anything. You need to make sure that you are comfortable with your decisions, that you've researched it, because if you're comfortable with your decision, you are going to go into it with a positive attitude. You are going to go into it thinking, I'm doing this because I want to do this. And going into something with a positive attitude, all you need. You go into something with any negativity, and it can hurt you. I am a strong believer in you get back from the universe what you put out into it. If you want something, put it out there. Tell the universe, I want this. I want this. I want to do, and it will happen. And it will happen at the right time and the right place and the right way for you. And that goes, friends, family, it doesn't matter. Doctors, you need to know that you are comfortable with it. Now, sometimes we have to make decisions quickly, and we don't have time to do deep research. But take advantage of that. Can I get a second opinion? Ask them, what's the best and worst circumstances? But just also remember, be ready for the answers. Sometimes we're not going to get answers we want to hear. And that's just life. That's what's going to happen. And what happens does not define you. How you deal with what happens does. How you react, how you act. My son and I were having a discussion the other day. I drove by, and we have a lot of people in this area that, you know, at traffic lights, they'll be standing in the median with a sign, you know, homeless, or will work for food, or, you know, food, winter clothes, anything helps. And, you know, and so you've got people. Now, yes, I understand. There are some out there that are doing it just to get money, you know, just to kind of play the system and give the big middle finger to everybody else. There are those that are seriously at that point of desperation, that they are there because they need help. And I came across this gentleman standing in a median one day, and I saw that his sign said, you know, money, food, winter wear, you know, appreciated. And I was like, I didn't have any cash on me. I like to help people out. So I am like, okay, you know, well, I ended up realizing I didn't have cash on me, but I had these, and people laugh at me, fluorescent orange gloves that I was like, well, you know, that'd be perfect for him, because then, you know, then he'd be able to, you know, be seen if he needed to. And I noticed he didn't have any gloves on. And I'm like, you know what? I didn't have the money, but I had the gloves. And so I rolled down my window and I got there and I handed him the gloves, and he was like, thank you, God bless. You know, I so much appreciate it. And I said, no problem. And I said, Merry Christmas. And I drove off. Now, since that time, I've seen the same gentleman standing in the same place with the same sign, still without gloves. And I commented on it to my son. My son is 19. And he says, well, Mom, you know, they're just all alcoholics or junkies. And I was like, no, not all of them. He's like, you know, they're just out for the money. And I was like, you know, I understand that. I said, but, okay, maybe if he's got on his sign, you know, winter wear needed, and he's in there with a nice pair of gloves, people are gonna be like, huh, you don't need the money, buddy, type thing. And so and I understand that. But I told him I would much rather give to somebody who may not need it. You know, I give $2 and they're going to turn around and go buy a tall one, buy a beer, buy drugs, whatever. I would much rather give to that person because I want to give than to not give to the person who actually needs it because I'm afraid of what they'll do with it. So I'm not going to let somebody else's actions determine mine. So yeah, it was a really good lesson, and I loved it. I saw it written another way on Facebook the other day, but and I sent it to my son and I said, this is what I was talking about. And it was the father saying, you know, I gave what he does with the money defines his character. What I do with mine defines me. And I thought that was very poignant. And I know I'm babbling again because that's what I do at best. But yeah, it's as I get older, I am learning, and I know people are like, older? Yeah, I'm getting older, people. Okay? We all are. But you know what? I'm not going to stress it, because you know what? I may be older. Some people weren't lucky enough to make it to here, so I'm doing it for me and for them. Yeah, so I'm learning slowly different things, different lessons, and I'm liking who I'm becoming because of them. So as I've said before in my other videos, do your research. Any decision you want to make, research it. Get that information, and then you go with your gut. In the meantime, 1, subscribe so that you can catch all my videos. 2, leave me a comment so I know. I love to hear from people, and I'll leave you a message when I get the chance. And 3, be kind to yourself and be kind to others, because you never know what they're going through, and they never know what you've gone through. Have a great day, guys.